In this video, we're going to be looking at some of the extensive features available on Creative Fabrica. You don't have to be a graphic designer to create eye-catching designs. In this video, I'll show you some of my favorite features on Creative Fabrica. Let's go.
So we are here in Creative Fabrica, and as you can see, you can get the yearly all access now just for $4.99 a month. That's the one I have, and with that access, you get discounted price valid, which renews at $59.88 per year. You can access millions of graphics and fonts, classes, and even more. So you can use these for personal, commercial, and print on demand use. That's all included in that low price of $4.99 a month. Like you can see here, Creative Fabrica has about 143,000 fonts. And then you have the CF Spark, which I'm going to be showing you shortly. And then there's over 7 million graphics. So there's just so much you can work with if you're into designing maybe t-shirts for sale on Etsy like I do. So there's just so many resources here on Creative Fabrica. And the other thing I like is that there's also free resources. So you can, if you were just starting to get used to how to use Creative Fabrica, or you wanted to test before you buy, you could look at all the free resources that are available. You could try out some of these fonts. So there's a whole lot of free resources available here on Creative Fabrica. So now what we'll do is I'll just show you how I use Creative Fabrica and some of the key features that I use. First of all, when we look at fonts, because there's so many fonts available, the best place to start with fonts is these display fonts, because the display fonts are those big fonts that really stand out or really pop if you put them on a t-shirt or on a tote bag. So this is a good place to start, to just have a look at some of the fonts that are available for you. I know now with Halloween coming, there's a lot of designs you could use. With Christmas coming, the college font is quite a popular font. Even now on Etsy, the retro groovy font is also a very popular font. So there's lots of fonts in here, and if you find a font you like, you can just favorite it and come back to it later. So now just log in, because I need to be logged in to show you some of the features I use. So if you start there with display fonts, I'm sure you'll find something that you can use. The other way to go with fonts is in here. If you're not so sure which fonts go together, if you search Duo fonts. Duo fonts will show you fonts that can go together. So say, for example, you were designing a t-shirt and you wanted to see what sort of fonts could I put that would look well together. When you come here to Duo fonts, you can get a few examples of fonts that could go well together. So sometimes I do come in here and use that. So that's some quick tips on how to use fonts. And we'll just go back and look at graphics. So there's so many graphics on Creative Fabrica, and what I do most times is to search by whatever season you're designing for. So say, for example, if you were looking at Christmas, you could look and see what sort of graphics are available for you to use for Christmas. And I see these are quite popular. I see them on a few Etsy designs. So you don't have to use the whole graphic. And I think it's actually good that you can take the graphic and use part of the graphic, all of the graphic, and you can use with Creative Fabrica and Canva. You can, the thing that's here on Creative Fabrica is the mockups. The thing, so you don't have to buy mockups on Etsy. You can if you wanted to, but you could also start here on Creative Fabrica. And of course, if you find something you like, you can add it to your favorites and then you can come back to it later. So for example, if you were making ornaments for Christmas, there's also mock-ups you can use right here within Creative Fabrica. So I use the mock-ups here in Creative Fabrica. Um, you can just come in here and maybe even type mock-up, and then you could say, for example, if you wanted mock-ups for ornaments, then you could just look at all the different mock-ups available here on Creative Fabrica. So there's a whole range. There's mock-ups for coffee cups, a whole range of mock-ups. And if you are doing t-shirts, there's mock-ups for those as well. So you could even say you were doing the Bella canvas t-shirts and you were looking for mock-ups, like you can already see Bella canvas 3001. You can see some of the mock-ups that are available there. So what I like about Creative Fabrica is you've got actual experts or professional, real graphic designers who make these designs and make them available for us on Creative Fabrica. So you don't have to be a graphic designer to make it big on selling on Etsy or Shopify. Some of these designs that you can put on t-shirts, on mugs. So if you look here, there's a whole print on demand section. So these are all the graphics you can use for your print on demand business. All the fonts you can use. I like this cupcake font. It's a dual font that you can use for your designs. And there's a frequently asked questions where you can find out more about how to use these designs. Now I'll just show you Spark. So here, this Creative Fabrica has this whole section that you can use. So I'll just start with the art. If Spark Art gives you that ability to do text generated art, just like you do in ideogram. You can design different art pieces. So you can see, like here, I was looking to create these 3D design effects like you find on those tumblers. So you could do that with the same here. You could do you could put in your prompt. So you'll get 4 options and it will show you when it's generating. So we'll just see what we get. Yeah, so I kind of like this one. So you could create variations of it, or you could edit it, or you can publish and hide the the prompt, or generate a private download. For the one we downloaded, that's pretty good. So that's CF Spark Art. There's CF Spark Patterns, Crystalline, Image Mix, Sketch, Coloring Pages. There's a whole lot. The one I've mainly used is the CF Spark Art. Just show you CF Spark Creating Texts. So you have the Spark Writer. I was actually using this, like if you sell on Etsy, you could use it to try to ask it to help you even come up with a store name. So if you weren't sure even where to start, what kind of products do you sell? You could say, I sell t-shirts, hoodies, words you would like to include in the name. Well, I've got no idea. So maybe I'll just like create content. Oh, and then it gives you some names there. Tea, please. Shirt shopping. Yep. So, it's a start you could also do. So I think you need to give it a little bit more to work with. Show you the other features that I use. Got crafts here. So for example, we just look and see what sort of things. So different crafts you could do for, say, Christmas. There's quite a whole range available here. There's even embroidery, knitting patterns, crochet patterns, quilt patterns, sewing patterns. Just look under embroidery, see what we get. So yeah, so you've got, if you do embroidery, you've got designs that you could use there. These are quite popular now with Halloween. These kind of Halloween and Christmas niche. Christmas. So even if you did embroidery, there's quite a lot of designs that you could use here. There's classes, so Cricut classes. You could go in here and just listen to a class on different things that you could make, how to apply heat transfer vinyl on aprons using your Cricut machine. So you could actually go through the class, and with your all access $4.99 a month access, you could just listen and watch the class. Then there's all your tools, print on demand, and bundles. I've never used bundles, but there you go, all the different bundles that you can use. So yeah, so that's Creative Fabrica, and like you can see, I mainly use it for fonts and graphics to design different things, ornaments, t-shirts. So I hope that this video has been useful just to show you the different things that you can get within Creative Fabrica. Like this video, please like, comment, subscribe. I'd love to have you as part of my YouTube family, and you'll see another video that you can watch to just help you on your print on demand journey. Thank you.